Do you know, as of 2024, there are over 4.9 billion people using social media? That's more than half of the world's population. And if you want to reach as many prospects as you cannot ignore these platforms. And that's what this video is about. The best sales hacks to get more prospects in front of you. Because if you're ignoring social media and email marketing to get in front of the right prospects, then you are probably leaving a ton of money on the table. And I'm going to go through some specifics on how to do that outreach in this video, so stay tuned. Hey, it's Tom Jacobs here. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel. I love dropping sales nuggets and ways to improve your sales so that the solopreneur, solo practitioner can increase their business and help more people. We're diving into how to master social media and email so that you can strategically get in front of your ideal prospects so that you can install another channel in your sales process outreach. Now, these tools are essential when you want to connect with a larger audience and get in front of the right people. So when they actually schedule an appointment with you, they're pre-educated and ready to buy. Now, I acknowledge social media is crowded and everyone is vying for attention. My Instagram feed is full of attention-grabbing videos that I watch every once in a while when I want to waste some time. And sometimes when you post something what you believe is amazing, but it feels like it just gets lost in the noise, it can be frustrating. And then we have email marketing where people's inboxes are overflowing with promotions. How do you stand out so that you get in front of your ideal clients? And that's why a lot of people don't do it, because it can be frustrating and it feels like, you're just putting stuff out there and nobody's listening. So let's go through some tactics that you can install in your business to make sure that your outreach is being the most effective as possible on social media and email, so that when prospects are sitting in front of you during that sales conversation, they are ready to buy. Now, every platform has its different techniques to use to get in front of different people. You have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, of course, and different platforms are going to operate a different way. Like on Instagram, it's all about images and videos, kind of like this one. But while on LinkedIn, more in-depth articles, longer form content for that more professional audience. And then on Twitter, you're doing short, punchy updates and engaging with people in sometimes very unique ways. But with so many different platforms, it's easy for you to just get too spread thin. So what I recommend is that you pick one or two platforms that you want to really concentrate on, and then just copy that for the other platforms. Like for myself, I love YouTube and Instagram, and that's where you're going to find most of my stuff anyway. Now, creating content for the different platforms can seem overwhelming. Now, there are many different ways that you can do this, but I recommend that you come up with one theme for the week and then do your content based on that theme. Perhaps you do one long form video and then it gets chopped up into the shorter form videos for shorts, for reels, for TikTok, and maybe even for LinkedIn. And then you can have that all transcribed, and then you'll have the written word as well. But basically, you're not going to do this every day. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend that you batch it all together so that you save time. You kind of get into that creative flow, and now you're punching out a bunch of content all at one time, and then you schedule it for the rest of the week or the rest of the month ahead. And that can be a very easy way of just keeping everything together in one time and then streamlining the process. And of course, if you have a team or you have a company like Lead Maximizer, or if you have a company like ours who can do all the graphic design, do all the video editing, and then just do all the posting as well, that makes it so much easier. If you're interested in learning more about that, just click the links down below and we'll be happy to chat with you about how we can do that. Now, on each of these platforms, the target audience is going to be a little bit different. So for LinkedIn, if your target audience is a little bit more professional and people are in different industries that you want to target, that would be an ideal platform to really target those people. And if you post the same content across both platforms of like Instagram and LinkedIn, then you might find that it resonates well on LinkedIn, but falls flat on Instagram. So you may want to see which platform is really engaging with your content and then go all in on that platform and then just copy it to the other platforms. And one of the best ways that you can do this is making sure that you're looking at the analytics on each platform to see how the audience is behaving to your different content. How many people are watching it? How long are they watching your videos? Are they just clicking through? Are they clicking on your profile? Are they clicking on any links? You want to make sure that your content is resonating with your ideal client on the platform that they are on, and then just kind of copy it to the other platforms. So you have this presence, but you're going to have one home for it. And that's going to make it a lot easier for you to do your outreach and really engage with those prospects so that when they do actually schedule a consultation with you, they're going to be ready to buy. I'm super big on measuring and analytics and analyzing that performance on the different platforms. Now, each platform is going to have a different metric to use. So like on Instagram, you want to measure things like likes, comments, and follower growth, because that's going to show that people are engaging. They're going to do more things with you. But on Facebook, you're looking more at post reach, shares, and then on YouTube, you want to look at how long people watch things and if people are subscribing to you based on different topics that you're talking about. And then you're going to know what topics are really resonating and you can double down on those and then put the other ones to the aside. Now, comparing and interpreting performance metrics across different platforms can be complex. And that's why I really recommend that you are choosing one or two platforms that you're going to really analyze and use as your home, and then just copy everything to the other platforms. So you still have a presence there, but it's not something that you're really paying attention to. But those two platforms, like for me, YouTube and Instagram, I'm looking at those analytics and figuring out what's being engaged and how I can improve my content so that people like yourself are watching more of these videos. One thing that a lot of people miss is congruency on their messaging and branding across platforms. If you go to Instagram, you have different branding than when you go to LinkedIn. That's going to be confusing to people. And they're not going to know, like, is this the same person? Is this the same brand or company? So you want to make sure that you have the same branding and personality in your messaging across platforms so that people know when they see you who you are and what you represent. And that becomes your brand voice. You know, you can create that guide that outlines how you're going to be talking, the tone that you're using, the style you use across the different platforms, and then use that style guide with your team so that when they are editing your videos, they're doing the graphics for you, they're doing the thumbnails, that you maintain that brand identity and maintain consistency across the different platforms. Something that I've really struggled with in the past is when to post content. And there's a lot of different ways of looking at that. And timing can be crucial because if you're posting something when it's not peak hours and people aren't on the platform, then it's probably going to get lost in that feed. You know, I could scroll for days on that feed and not see things from yesterday. So you want to see when your posts get the most engagement so that you start to post on that timeline more and more. And a lot of the scheduling software out there tells you when the optimal time is to post on the different platforms based on your posting schedule in the past. So you want to kind of test this out maybe for a month, post at different times, different days, and see where people are engaging or when people are engaging. And then that becomes the schedule for your posting in the future. Now, here comes the juicy part. One key strategy that can really set you apart is utilizing user-generated content. What does that mean? It means encouraging your followers to share their experiences with you and your service, and then repost that as content. Those testimonials are going to help build that community, build that trust in you. So again, when people decide to schedule a consultation with you, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I like this person. I like what they've done for other people. I've seen those testimonials, and boom, they're going to be educated and they're going to be more likely to buy from you when they actually do schedule that consultation. So to wrap it all up, mastering social media and email strategies is all about timing, content variety, and understanding your audience. By making those small tweaks and by analyzing the data, knowing when to post, knowing what's engaging to the people that are engaged with you, your ideal prospects, and the content that they like to see, you're going to really enhance the engagement and reach and further educate your ideal client. So, I'm a giver. I want you to have something in your hands that you can use to help you multiply your message across multiple platforms. So down in the comments, I have a very special gift for you. It is a checklist on how you can create tons of content across the different platforms. So make sure you're checking that out, download it now, and let me know what you think about it. And until next time, have a great day.